hello, everyone. How y'all doing today?
Good evening.
Good
Doing
evening.
great.
Boy, I am so ready for this show today. Ooh, we about to get into it. Today's show is F around and find out.
Right.
In 2025, what's really going on um in 2025? And I'm telling you, look, I did some. I forgot to tell y'all earlier when we were at your house of some of the information that I found out,
Mhm.
and like I guess this is the year, 2025 is the year that a lot of people, I'm going to primary point, people that support the felon in the office are going to find out. They're going to F around and find out because that's what's really going on is we got a lot of people doing it. Now, I'm not sure. Did y'all see the controversy that's going on where now was it Chris Stapleton is challenging the fact that Beyonce won uh,
Yes,
the best country
yes,
album at the Grammys?
yeah.
Um,
I saw that.
it's
FAFO.
like to me it blows my mind. You're gonna protest because what? Because what? She was black, or is it because you think because like the comments that were made was it needs to come from the origin. My thing is this: how many times have country singers crossed over and done things in rock, pop, hip hop, R&B? That's quite a bit. It's been going on for quite some time.
Yeah.
Like what was that one song that was real popular when it first came out? Country. It was a country singer and a rapper.
You talking about not? Is it Lil Nas X?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
and
remember that song came out. It was a big hit, right?
yeah, Billy
And
Ray
it's like
Cyrus. I think.
to me, if it's good, if it sounds good and it's good, it's good. But like you got people now that just want to they just want to take everything they can from us, even though we've earned what we get. We earn our keep. And people want to challenge us, and they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna F around and find out we ain't the ones. This
So,
is the year we're letting people know we are not putting up with the BS anymore.
Right.
well, here's the thing. Here's my take on it. You mad at the wrong person.
Right.
She was picked by a jury of your peers. Why you? I mean, what is your leg to stand on? What are you gonna say? What is your proof? I mean, you don't have a leg to stand on. What would be the purpose of that? It
Well,
doesn't.
see, but my thing is, it's just like I said, it's the same controversy. Every time we do something, when I say we, I'm talking about people of color. When
Mhm.
Right.
we do something, they want to challenge it because it don't seem like it should be done or it's not right. We like I said, we always rise up, and when we do it, we always do it right. So people want to challenge it when every time we do something, just like when Obama, when he won, they want to challenge it. What did they do to him? They want to go after, or where was you born? It's like okay,
Yeah,
what? And he's more qualified than the person that's in office now.
he had
So
to
that's the
prove
thing.
Right.
his citizenship. He had to prove his nationality. He had to prove. I mean, it was a no matter what he asked for, he showed it, and it still wasn't good enough.
It wasn't good enough.
So even
So
after he left, so since you couldn't get to him that way after he left, you just blamed everything on him when he left to try to make up for your false accusations. And even to the day, he's still being brought up. The man been gone.
but that's what I'm saying is that the thing is that when we people of color when we do something, they want to challenge it because it don't seem like it's possible. Beyonce, everyone sat back and heard Beyonce's record. It crossed over. It was a good crossover because guess what? It crossed over and it also it captured both sides of it. Now I don't know about the other side, but I know for us it was a good album. It was a good most of the music she put on there was perfect. So when my thing was she got nothing the first year. So for her to turn around and get it, the Grammy, I'm like, okay, because it was a good album. If I mean, if you go back and look at how many times was it streamed, I know as a DJ, that song was requested so much when I was DJing at the skating rink that I didn't want to play it no more.
Let,
So go ahead, Marcel.
let me say this as well too, that they never want to, and because they do know, but they never want to dwell back into history to know that people of color are the ones that started country music. You understand what I'm saying? And then they try to flip it and make it seem as though that because we dominate in anything that they do, they feel like it's just it's a white sport or whatever the case may be, and we dominate in it, and we took it from them. But if they go back into history, even the banjo, the little banjo, a person of color came up with that. That started the country music. So we are the original. We are the originators of the country music. It came from us. So
Right.
how can something come from us, and then like you said, we win big in it? We took it from y'all because y'all feel like it has a color to it. It don't have a color to it.
And see, that's what, and the thing is what it says. And if people Google it, they'll see country music has roots in the African American jazz and blues, and
Yes.
the banjo was brought to America by enslaved Africans.
Yes.
Right.
So
Yes.
that's why when they say that when he's talking about when he little posted, he posted, oh well, it goes back into the roots of the dude. You not understand the roots? It comes from us.
No.
It belongs to us. So
Right.
you can't claim something that doesn't belong to you. It's just like them coming in claiming that United States is them. No, it's not yours. That's Native American.
Mhm.
It's
Right.
like, so it's like for some reason, this is the year 2025 is where they're gonna F around and find out.
And another thing is 2025 is the year of FAFO because look at the comments. I guarantee you they're gonna start blasting them in the comments because you can sit there and say, "Oh yeah, she got it. Well, I'm gonna protest it." But we're expected to be accepting of people. We don't care if the music's good. Come on over. We good. Come on over. If it's
Right.
good music, come on over. We don't care. You're the one with the problem. And in 2025, I'm telling you, people ain't standing for it. And now all of a sudden, he gonna be apologizing soon. Once he get all the responses in the comment, he gonna come back and he gonna say something like they talk. I apologize. It was taken out of context.
And another thing too, I'm sorry, Mario, I'm jumping to something else real quick. Even when they say like, okay, let's take the illegal immigrants as they say, but if you look at California, I think it's Arizona, Nevada, and Texas, and all that. Before that, the United States was divided into different states. That was all one place, and that's where all the immigrants, they came from. And so when they tell people from California, Texas, all that to go back where you came from, Mario, they was already there. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like just because you claim something and you take something over, that don't mean that it belongs to you.
Look at the name.
So the FAFO means that it's a warning to let people know that based on your actions, you're gonna have consequences.
Right. That's it. You're gonna mess around and find out. And I think that's what's going on is that people want to believe they don't understand history. They don't understand where stuff is coming from. But then when we take time out to research things, we take time out to point out the key thing, it's like, okay, guess what? It was ours from the beginning. It was theirs from the beginning. It has nothing to do. Y'all, these so-called immigrants from Europe that they come over and they claim United States as their own. But like when we take time out to find out, oh, guess what? Oh, it didn't belong to y'all from the very beginning.
No, so who are the immigrants?
Just like country music, it belonged to what it says came from the roots of African American slaves. So that's what I'm saying. So when you come after one of us, you come for all of us.
Right.
And so that little stunt that he tried to pull with Beyonce, I'm like, dude,
it ain't gonna last long.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
He gonna be apologizing.
Yeah.
That's what they do. He gonna be apologizing.
Well, he's probably gonna be one of those that, like I said, like all the rest of them, they don't want to believe the truth, so they'll make up something else.
Because what is his main thing, Mario, for why he thinking that Beyonce shouldn't won?
He said, he says that she shouldn't have won it because it says that because she's not originally a country song singer.
We know what he's trying to say. He's just trying to
He's trying to say it political.
Yeah,
I kind of know what he's trying to say.
But it doesn't matter though.
No,
like you said, it's just like going into a store and they sell a whole rack of the same type of pants and whatever. And you walk into a event and you have on the same type of pants as somebody else, and they say, "Why do you got on those pants? Those are not. What store you get? Those are not for you. You can't wear those. Those, what's a designer name?
Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger, he made those. Or you say Marc Jacobs, you know, those are his. You know what I'm saying, Mario? It's like Eric said, we don't care if they come over to this side.
Right.
It's like you can walk into, if anybody that hangs out, you can walk into a nightclub of color people, the opposite color, and they be like, hey, well, you know, join the party. If we walk into a bar, Western and stuff, and music stop, because they feel like if that's why the world is so bad, because we don't have enough love. It's not enough love.
We got too many haters. We got way too many haters.
Right. Yeah. Understanding. I mean, we just got to get rid of all the hate and the racism and stuff like that, because like I said, we as people of color, we don't care. We don't care who comes to our side. We are the most forgiving people. We embrace the most. Yes, we all have our.
Oh boy, you scared? I was like, what happened? Yeah.
There we go. I like while you were saying, I was pulling up the article so y'all can see it.
Okay, so the next question I got. Okay, next question I got is, what does your objection mean? Are you on the board of directors? Or are you high up on the chain in the Grammy, which probably not, and or are you trying to low key get some more people to join you? Which guess what, they not.
Well, no, it's just like a Trump supporter. I mean, just like a Trump supporter, it's the same thing. Is they go after something that's false, and then they want to make like what he's saying is, he said country music has a rich history and a distant sound that deserves to be recognized and celebrated. We need to ensure that the award reflects the true essence of the gender and honor of those who have dedicated their lives to it. Dude, go sit your sorry losing tail down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's a Grammy win. The only way she can get that Grammy taken is the Grammy committee take it from her. They're not gonna do that because of the backlash. It's like this comment. I absolutely hate country music, but I totally agree with this. She is nowhere close to a country singer. All these typewriter thugs.
She don't have.
What sense does that make? That makes no sense. You don't make any sense. You can say.
My thing is, but see, it's okay. But that's what I'm saying though. It's like it's okay for them to cross over into hip hop, and gain, you know, and be like in the number one album and everything and so forth. But as soon as we do it, then it's a problem. Then there's an issue. I mean, to me, it's like, and that's like this crazy Chris Stapleton, you know, like, dude, you just a sore loser. You know, go and do whatever it is you need to do to improve your music. Right. I mean, like everybody knows Beyonce, nobody knows you.
Nope, so don't.
What's really going? I mean, that's like, so it's like they need to stop hating.
Now
they need to stop hating.
Right.
My thing is, if a person wins, if a person wins, they win. It's just like what Trump. None of us like the idea that Trump won the election for president, but guess what?
So
you know, we have no choice but accept it.
And we can write a statement just like he wrote for him. You know what I'm saying, Mario?
Yeah.
We can write a statement saying that, you know, he's not fit.
We don't think it's right.
We don't think it's right because he's not fit. You know what I'm saying? So
because he's already done it when he lost. When he lost to Obama.
It's amazing. It's just amazing.
But that's why I said is that this is the year, and then like and we've been talking about some of the other episodes. Like you can't come up to somebody, spit in their face, and don't think you can get your ass kicked. I mean, it's just like, and again, I don't understand. It's like, and then like you were saying earlier, Marcel, it's like, okay, I'm driving in the neighborhood to go see one of my friends, and someone come and ask me, why are you in my neighborhood?
Don't do it.
Right.
Don't do it.
I'm saying, like I said, this 2025 is not the year. It is not the year. That's where I'm find out. Look, I'm letting you look. Do not let that fellow in the office get y'all ass kicked.
Don't
need to go ahead and stop, because 2025 is a year you're gonna F around and find out.
Don't do it. It's not worth. It's not worth the consequences. And because guess what? 34 ain't gonna rescue you.
No.
How many of them went down from his first time in office? How many of them went down? How many of them he spoke up for?
Because Mario, because we could go down to like for instance, I saw something where a Caucasian lady came on and she was like, what if we have White History Month? Why y'all got to have Black History Month? And then who cares? But my thing is this, but I mean, y'all have everything. Like, it doesn't matter what.
No, look, we're not gonna talk that they don't have everything. They don't have everything.
Well, what I'm saying is the fact that it's like no matter what, we can't even celebrate 30 days of Black history without it always. well, 28, yeah, sometimes 29, without it being a problem, Mario. And
But my thing is that they don't control nothing. They don't have nothing, and it's like right now when I look at DEI, it just stands for discriminate each individual. That's what it stands for me. And so when I hear someone say DEI, oh, you're discriminating. Who you discriminating against now?
Right.
Because that's really what it all boils down to.
That's a
But
good-
like right now, we individuals are taking over, and most of us that are taking over in all the things that's going on are black. Or of color. Let me say that of color, because right now, like you here it is. You put the orange guy, a felon, in the office,
right.
can't do nothing right. So y'all have to lower. They have to lower their standards
all the way down, and
all the way down,
and it's showing.
just to make him look like he's doing something.
Right.
But then when we look at it, like any one of us can do a job way better than him. The fact that he got money means nothing.
Help means nothing.
I mean, stupid people got money all day long. So it doesn't mean anything.
And it depends, and also how did you get your money? See, you were born with a silver spoon. That don't make you business. That don't make you business savvy. It was handed to you because that shows by the bankruptcies and the lawsuits and the 34. I'm just saying,
But
a person that built the business from zero to multi-million.
and guess what? How many of those individuals have been of color?
Right.
Most of us who are started from the ground up. I look at how they were celebrating the Wayne family.
Mm-hmm.
The way they came up, they talk about how they were dirt poor, and now look at what they're doing. It's like most of us of color, we came from the poorest level ever and
Right.
achieved the greatest. You got people that are starting off rich and can't get right.
Mm-hmm.
So that lets you know, and then of course they're majority white. So that lets you know 2025 is that year. Just like the situation with the little crazy little group, the Nazis, they want to be Nazis, they want to go in Ohio.
Oh yeah.
And do that stuff. They found out real quick, didn't they?
Oh, they told the cops to get out too.
As I said, yeah, they even had police protection and they got kicked out. It's like 2025 is just not this year. Just like there was another situation where a gentleman of white, there's a white year, I guess he was like a little teenager, whatever it was, decided he want to go and stand in somebody's face with his middle finger up while they were talking. Protest, it was like a little protest, a little gathering, and he was on the microphone. Guy was on the microphone. And he gonna go and stand in front of him and put your middle finger. And you honestly think that nothing's gonna happen to you.
Right.
What in your right mind, majority of the crowd is of color. You're gonna come up as a white man and put your middle finger up during a protest, a peaceful protest at that, and put your middle finger in his face, and you honestly think nothing's gonna happen to you?
Nah, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It never does.
Oh no, he got his ass knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I say. And like I said, let this be a warning to all of these wannabe Trump supporters. F around and find out if you want to. We are not playing with y'all in 2025.
They're getting them quick, whether it be Latinos asking for it to walk with them.
And my thing is, I'm letting you know.
It's all of them. They're blasting them. You want to be a tight ride thug and type some stuff or say some stuff out the way, we're going to let you know.
No.
It mean it was taken out of context. Why is that your fallback? Taken out of context. If you were taken out of context, then you should have thought about what you said before you said it.
It's just like this road.
Context is what you said.
It's just like the road rage situation. And we've been seeing a lot of that lately. Is what makes you, and this is the part that I'm trying to understand. What makes you think getting up out of your car, going to a complete stranger, that you're going to walk away from it? Almost everybody's carrying a gun now.
Yes.
What makes you think that you're gonna jump out, you're gonna park your car in the middle of the road and come at me, and you honestly think you're gonna be able to go home? Something like they need to go back and get it fixed, get it reprogrammed, because we're not putting up with it in 2025.
Right.
Because
Because enough is enough. And going back and studying about Trump, he was, his father left him all these major stuff like that. And so, then he dodged the draft. So a lot of things,
Sure,
a lot of decisions that he made, and all the millionaires and billionaires make, they was never affected by anything.
Mm-mm.
They never had to go through anything. So it's easier to go out here and make laws that's gonna hurt everybody else because y'all never felt the effect of it. But now, like you said, we in 2025 to where you at the FAFO stage. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why, like, when we always, every time we talk about things, I always say the first thing you have to do is care. When you don't care about the people, it doesn't matter what it looks like because you just don't care about the people. So now, like you said, we're sitting here with our boots on the ground, and we're minding our business because now it ain't just us being affected. You understand what I'm saying? And so now, since it ain't just us being affected, oh, it's a problem. It's a problem.
And it's always that it's always the ones. If you notice, presidents that has a military background, not necessarily in the military, but know of it, we had no issues. But the ones who were draft dodgers or couldn't make it or made up excuses like sore foot or whatever he said, those are the ones that try to go after us.
Oh, bone spurs, yeah.
Bone spurs, not thinking about the ramification. And every time they get let down because it's bigger than you. Because what you do to the veteran is going to affect the active duty, and all it takes is for you to do this. They're going to be like, wait a minute, if you're doing that to them, doesn't that apply to me in active duty? The military is voluntary, player. You got a voluntary walkout, you're going to have a problem. You have to see. I had 2 sergeants major that had the same thing. If you come to me with a problem, you better have a solution, or you wasting my time. The problem now is they doing all this action with no solutions in case something come up. They just do it. We'll figure it out.
Well, the thing is, and the reason why they're doing it like that, Eric, is it's like most of it is just a smoke screen.
Yeah,
it's just a smoke screen of what's really going on behind the scenes.
Patting their pockets. That's what they're doing.
It's just like the mass firing that we were talking about it earlier. The mass firing is a smoke screen. Mm-hmm. They know when you comes to federal employment, yeah, they can do mass firing, but guess what? There's going to be lawsuits. Now, who's going to pay for that? The taxpayers are going to pay for it. It's not coming out of Trump's Trump thing. No, and so now that like now you got these Trump supporters. Oh, boo-hoo! We shouldn't have done this. I don't even want to hear it.
No, I don't
even want to hear it no more because, like I said, it's like you want to boo-hoo now, but you knew he was bad from his first term.
Right.
My thing is this: all you boo-hooing Trump supporters, like those crocodile tears that y'all got now, it don't mean a thing. Because at this point in time, you can't go back and change time. So were you apologizing and boo-hooing because you lost your job? Your farm is being destroyed. I can care less.
He told you.
He told you what he was going to do.
He told you. He let you know. That's the one thing I said. One good thing I said about him. He told you. He told you.
And the thing is, what's really crazy though, is we had all this safety precautions. I call them the babysitters. The babysitters kept him in his first term, kept him at bay so he wouldn't do all the stupid stuff he's done within the first 100 days. And so that's why I sit back and I tell people, y'all want to sit here and boohoo. We all knew. That's why I like what you were saying earlier today, Marcel. It's like we already knew what he was going to do. That's why we voted for. That's the reason why we voted for Harris, because we knew this dude. She was more qualified than he was, so we voted for the most qualified person. This is a dumb idiot. I mean, look at the stupid stuff that he continues to keep doing, and then the idiots have to lower their standards even more just to say, "Oh, he's doing this." It's just like the idiot that said something about the president from Uzbekistan. Was it not Uzbekistan?
Ukraine.
Ukraine. I don't know why I keep Uzbekistan, Ukraine. I don't know why I keep that in my mind, but Ukraine. You're gonna see back. Oh, he's not wearing a suit. Dude, what? Who wears a suit in the combat zone? Who wears a suit in the combat zone? It's like being the stupid, like telling the officer salute me in the combat zone. Okay.
And Mario, why is it that when we set standards, when people, I just say in general, when people set standards, that's what the end all be all is. If you say because that's what it is, like him wearing a suit, what does that represent? What do that mean? You understand what I'm saying? And the way they, it's like it was just like bullies. You understand what I'm saying? Just like the way it was like, and he's sitting there like, are you serious? Like he had more class than y'all, and y'all had on suits.
Right.
So what does a suit represent? It don't change your character and your integrity.
It sure hasn't. Your clothes don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Your clothes don't. It's like people say you can't judge a book by its cover.
And like I was talking to her earlier when we were walking, see that's how a war starts. All that testosterone in the room, and you disrespect me, and I came across the water. You know, the whole reason why we're talking is I give you something, you give me something. What if I take my something up out of there? Then what? What if I say you can't come up in here if you go into this combat zone? What if I say you need to understand what comes with that? What is the definition of a suit? What should a suit entail? What does it encompass? Are you following the rules? Or are you just saying something because you had a jacket in your trunk and you just threw it on because you wanted to say, hey, you don't even have a suit on. Really?
Because you can say, I'd rather deal with a man in a pair of jeans and a shirt that has integrity and is truthful than to deal with an idiot in a suit that ain't but a liar.
Because they're wearing a mask. That's what they want you to think there's something that they're not.
And they brought their representative.
Yeah.
That's their representative.
I'm at a loss.
So and then they had a nerve to say that he owed Trump an apology. Like, no, y'all owe him. Like, what?
Them super smart people he got. Ain't no way a person with no government background should be making governmental decisions, having access to information that he knows nothing about. Oh, by the way, it's just a smoke screen, so I can use my Starlink to help out the air traffic control. But you don't supposed to see that. You're not supposed to see that. No.
But see, my thing. But like I said, but when all comes down to it, they look. When they put him in as president, they broke all the rules.
Yes.
And now that all the rules are broken, there is no more standards. There is no more standards.
Right.
Like, that's why I said that now it's open season. And when I say it's open season, that means if you come across the wrong way and I feel that you did something wrong, guess what? You're gonna F around and find out. And I think that's where we're at right now. You can no longer hold us to any more standards because y'all violate all your standards when you put that idiot in the office as the president. So that's one of those things that people need to understand is in 2025, y'all gonna F around and find out, and there's nothing you can say or do about it. It's just like say if you are a woman, I don't care what color you are, you're a woman and you go and you spit in somebody's face, I don't care if they're man, woman, whatever the case may be, you gonna deserve to get your ass kicked. Period. And that's like to me, that's the worstest thing you could ever do is spit on somebody.
Yeah, you definitely gonna get that. Cause like I said, she got her lick in, but I'm telling you, they would have had to take me out the stove.
Yeah, I wouldn't have stopped until I drew blood.
Hey, somebody told me.
Right, Mario. Man, I would have saw red, blue, black, and orange. I'm telling you. Ain't no way.
Somebody told me, I'll tell you who told me when we get out the camera, said, you better not spit at him. Don't spit at him. You know, the action of you thinking that you were going to hit that right there. Don't even spit at him.
But that's what I'm saying. That's one of the worst things you can do is spit on somebody.
Yes.
And then if you spit in their face.
Oh, that's assault.
And it got all on your mouth, inside.
That's why I say at that point, at that given time, you deserve to get your ass kicked until you're black and blue. And I think that's one of those things that people need to understand. It's just like road rage. And this is one thing I want people to understand.
Don't do it.
The moment you jump in front of somebody and block their path to where they can no longer travel forward.
Kidnapping.
And then you turn around and you get out your vehicle and you're coming towards me. You better hope and pray you know how to dodge and drop and roll at the same time. Because you're not going home. You're not going home.
Because you're
going to the hospital maybe, but you're not going home.
Right. And then it's like, and then we also in the stage of FAFO, whenever it's like you said, we're not taking it anymore because we tired of the allegedly. We're tired of, we know whenever it's other than colored, whenever we don't have a name, we don't have a face, allegedly. How can you see somebody and it comes out and then they allegedly spit on somebody? Like they never want to. It's like it's so sad. That's why we're so tired, because even when we see what we see, we don't see it. Let them tell us. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like this. The standards across the board. You could be an old person. You could be a white person. You could be blue. I mean, my thing is, you could be on a wheelchair. You could be in a wheelchair with no legs.
Yeah, because they mean
if you do something, you're getting your butt kicked.
Because Mario, for example, when we was talking today, I was telling you that we went out to dinner one night, and I sat beside this mother and her two sons, and so she was kind of like upset, and so we had just went and sat down, and so she was talking, and she was like, she was in line, and her son let her out in the front, and then her son had to park across the street at Ross because there was no parks at Golden Corral. But there's an older guy. He was 90 years old. He came up and he started talking to the older black lady. He was like, "Oh, you don't look handicapped. Why are you parking in a handicapped parking space?" So he was just going in on her. His wife was there, and so she was like, "I didn't even drive a car." She said, "My son dropped me off. I didn't even drive a car." "No, I saw you parking. Da 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 da." So when the son finally came into Golden Corral, and the mom she was just so upset. And so he asked her, he's like, "What's wrong with you?" She didn't want to tell him. He's like, "What's wrong with you?"
Because she know him.
And then because he could, yeah. And she said, so she told him what happened. So he was getting ready. He was trying to walk out of Golden Corral. His wife was on a walker. So he went up to the guy. He said, "Let me tell you," he said, "if you ever in your life say anything to my mother," he said, "I will take that walker that your wife is walking, I will beat you with it." And so he was like, "You gonna hit a 90-year-old man?"
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, you a 90-year-old. You was talking to my mama. You knew you was 90. You knew you was 90." So
right.
they sit here, Mario, and they wanna dish it out.
But they don't want to take it back.
100%. But then it's like they don't, like you said, they don't want the FAFO stage. They want to find out, because no, you don't get to take it back after you done say what you want to say. You done did what you want to do to me. Now all of a sudden, now you want to. No, now you're 90. You was 90 when you did that to her.
It's that V2 syndrome, that victim villain. First
Right.
you're the villain. When people don't budge the way you want to, now you become a victim. Hey, you spit on somebody, you deserve to take a little nap for a little bit. It ain't gonna be long. You'll get a little bit of rest, and you'll be refreshed when you wake up.
And I think that's us, Mario, Scorpios. I think, a lot of people don't get into the zodiac, but I think I do. And I told her, and I know that. I said, "Ma'am," I said, "if I was up there with you during that time, I would have thought you was my mother. Because I promise you, I would have told him and knew something. I would have defended her. Because you 90 years old walking around here still being a racist bully."
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you like this, 2025 is that year you're going to F around and find out. I mean, that look, DEI, I discriminating each individual. I'm telling you now.
Right. Yeah,
there is no discrimination. I don't care who you are, what you're about. You do something that's wrong, or you come in, you're going to get it exactly how you dish it. And people need to understand that. Is you can't come up, and then my thing is, you're going to come up like, and this is the thing I need for people to understand. If you don't own a building, mind your business.
Bruh. Oh.
Do not come up to somebody I don't think you deserve to be here. Right. Look, I'm not going to argue with you.
Right.
I'm going to keep walking. And then the moment you put your hands on me or you stop me from where I'm going, then you're going to find out quickly.
You ever notice how the ones that are asking you where you from, what you're doing, or invading your personal space, they're all close up on you. No, right. Don't do that. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it.
Because I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna. I'm the type of person. We're not going to talk. I'm going to show you versus like talk.
If I'm trying to back out and you standing behind my car,
boom,
baby,
boom.
you'll speed bump. Because now at this point in time, it's a couple of things. I feel threatened. I'm trying to leave. You stopping me from leaving when there's no reason why you should stop me from leaving. Mm-hmm. So if I feel like you're threatened, I'm backing out. I'm sorry. I will warn you to move at first, and then if you don't move, then you're just gonna get ran over. I'm sorry, because
it's just like, I'm not sure if y'all saw the one article where the white older man shot the young black man that was riding on a 4-wheeler because he didn't like the idea of him riding a 4-wheeler in the street. So he
What?
shot him.
Wow.
Google it, you'll see. I just saw it posted up earlier.
What is
There-
wrong
It's like my thing is like I tell people now
with this?
is we can't give them the opportunity.
Mm.
No.
We can't give them. We can't give benefit of doubt. All that goes out the window. 2025 is better to show them than tell them.
Right.
I mean, it's just gotten to that point now where if you come and like I say, it's like, who are you? I want people to understand. Who are you to try to stop somebody, and you are nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't own the building. You don't live in. You don't control the building. You got no say so of who live. And I think that's where the thing is. Who are you to tell me where I can and can't live at?
Mm-hmm.
This is no longer the 60s, the 50s. Those days are gone.
And you know what? Good example. Somebody had a FAFO. When my son was, before he left Charlotte, when he was living in Charlotte, he moved downtown Charlotte in high-rise, high-rise buildings.
That
He was
was
on
funny.
the 17th floor. Beautiful.
That was funny.
So whenever you get it, you got to go through the gate. You got to do everything.
With
So he had
With
to
that
meet us.
card.
He had to meet us down there, so we had to go through the gate to get in the building.
Mhm.
You had to use the car to get on the elevators, Mario, everything, right? So as we in the building, getting on the elevator, this white couple, they looking at us strange, right? So check this out. So they pulled their little card out, Mario. Didn't even work.
It didn't work.
Didn't work. Looking at us like we on the belong there, but my son had to use his card
To let you in.
to let them, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm saying it's like you sit here being discriminatory towards us because we're black, but my son had to use his card to let y'all in a building y'all feel like he don't belong in or we don't belong in there. And it's just amazing though. And it's just so sad to where it's like, because we're not the right color, or y'all don't want us to have anything,
Yeah.
or is it because of the fact that y'all feel like everything belongs to y'all? You know,
It's a false, and the thing is, you know, to answer your question, Marcel, I think it's a false. It's a false. That what's that dude? The felon in what's his name in office? Trump. Like, yeah, that felon. He done gave them some false hope
Yeah.
right,
that we were going back to the 60s. And
right.
people find out real quick. It's just like what was it? We were talking about it earlier. What was it? We were talking about something earlier.
Today,
Huh?
so you over here today?
Yeah, we were talking about what was the thing where the person dang, what was it? It wasn't because we talked about the
Let me think.
so we talked about how like, we already talked about the one episode about them showing up in apartments. We talked about the lady that spit in the man's face.
Right.
Road rage.
And there's another video of multimillionaire black man walking through his neighborhood that he's in.
Right.
And they pull him over and he just looking like, yes, what are you doing here? I live here. What are you doing here? He said, well, I got every right to be here. He said, do you? Well, you got some ID? He said, no, I'm walking. Do you have some ID? So pretty much, he didn't raise his voice at all. He read them the Riot Act. They hopped back in their police cars and they left. I gotta find that video. I gotta find it.
The bottom line, I guess the bottom line now is we're getting payback.
Mm-hmm.
Efron find out most of the cases like that, what you just described, Eric, is when the police do stuff like that, guess what? That's a lawsuit.
Yep.
And that person always walks away with a lot more money. If they survive it, they're gonna walk away with a lot of money. So it's like the 2025 is like all you're gonna do is put us in a better position.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that's been going on. I saw a post today is the country's crumbling in pieces, but black people are learning how to do a new line dance. Because that lets you know we don't care. It's like, dude, we understand what hardship is.
Yes.
Right.
You throwing hardship at us is like, okay, that's normal for us. We're used to that. We're used to going through like challenging times. We're good for it. Look, it's the individuals like you. It's like what is it in Trading Places? Y'all remember the movie Trading Places?
Yeah.
we can deal with being broke and poor. We can come up and still be doing the same, be the same people we were. But
So
if we make you poor, then guess what? Now you have. Has anyone heard anything from what's that lawyer that helped out the felon in office now?
Giuliani?
Who?
Giuliani, is that his name?
Yeah, where he
Giuliani?
at? Where he at now?
Having to pay back that money because even bankruptcy won't stop him from having to pay back that money.
People gonna learn their lesson again. You F around and find out. It's just like we were talking about the gentleman that claimed that that school shooting was was false.
That's
Same.
Was fake. He don't go on broke. He don't just file bankruptcy because he's paying. People need to understand. You can't be. I want everybody to understand. I don't know how the felons getting away with it, but y'all go out here and y'all try to be like the felon if you want to, and you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Look at look at it right now. I think there's up to 7 or 8 out of all those people he released from January 6th.
Dead or in jail.
They're dead or back in jail again. So the last bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen, in 2025, do not try us. Do not stop outside. Don't step outside your own control and authority. If you don't have the authority or control, you better leave it alone.
Do what your rank can handle. Whatever type of rank.
Do what your rank and your responsibilities can handle. If you feel as though you feel as though your body can take on a couple of punches, go right ahead and try it. You feel like your face can take a couple of slaps. Hey, if you want to be a moving punching bag, go ahead, step right up. But in 2025, I'm letting y'all know right here and right now, this is not the year. Look, we are going to deal with you one way. We're going to go red zone on y'all, and we're going to beat your tail. We are going to come after you. We're like, what, pop up boogeyman? What do you say? Sometimes you got to pop out and show them. Oh, look, we're going to pop up and show you. We're going to pop up and show you.
Like my mom.
Listen, go ahead.
Like my mom used to say, don't let your mouth write a check. You know what? Can't cash.
Yeah.
And we're going to start saying now to them, we ask the questions. You answer them.
That's exactly what. At the moment anyone tries that with me, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say, shut the F up, and I'm going to ask you, what the hell are you doing here?
Thank you.
Right.
I mean, we got to put them in their place.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Yes. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, you have to.
So
because if you don't, you're gonna have it. But they're I'm gonna say they know better in the South. You don't see that many incidents in the South because they already know it ain't gonna happen. We're gonna swim across pools.
But my thing, and see, the thing is, the moment they don't understand is that you're gonna do it to a person that's doing concealed carry, and they're gonna pop you. They're gonna shoot you, and you're gonna be like, "Why did you shoot me? Why did you ask that question? Why did you slap me? Why did you spit on me?"
Right.
3 words. I feel threatened.
Yep.
Just saying, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Right.
The victim, the V2 mentality does not work. The victim,
Yep.
the villain victim mentality does not work. It's gonna get you put to sleep. Oh, you're gonna be in the fetal position.
This been good. Can we do a part 2?
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a part 2 for this one because I know we're at that time. That's what I said. What's the last word y'all have to say for all our people that want to F around and find out?
Y'all gonna F around and find out. Y'all gonna F around and find out. That's all I gotta say.
If you're thinking about doing it, just think about it.
Look the other way.
Don't act on it. Just think about it. Be angry, but sin not. Don't think I live here. Don't assume that. Hey, don't assume that I don't live here. Just walk on by.
Right.
Walk on by.
Step into the red zone. That's all I'm saying. Just step into the red zone. Come on. Step into the red zone. I'm ready for you. Like I said, just come look. I'm saying if you ready to step into the red zone, I'm ready for you.
If that's what you want, then by all means, if you don't want to think about it and you want to act on it, just understand the biggest problem they have is not understanding there are 2 sides to a coin.
Right.
That's it. Just know that. Just know that. If you don't remember nothing else I say, there are 2 sides to every coin.
One more thing too, I'm gonna pick it back off of that. Everybody have a choice. You got a choice. I got a choice.
Mm-hmm.
I got a choice. So
I would say because, like I said, you got a choice to get your ass kicked, or you got a chance to keep your ass moving. One of the two.
I like that one. I'm gonna get that one tattooed on my arm.
That's it. That's what I was like. You always there's always two sides to it. You keep it moving. I am so ready. Look, 2025. All I'm gonna say, yeah, step into that red zone. Come, bring it on. Come on. Step into the red zone. 2025. Efron find out.
Hey.
So I'm telling you, when you see that red come out, you see that red glow come out around me, and you just be ready. Like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, it's too late now.
Late now.
And Mario, don't forget this too. Step into the light, Caroline.
They're gonna see the light afterwards. They're definitely gonna see the light.
Right.
But this, like I said, this is the first half. I think next week we'll do the second half to it. And yeah, I think we're definitely good to go for this one. It's 7:33. So, but look, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoyed this show. Like I said, we're going to do a part 2 to this. Like I said, if you have any comments about 2025 Efron and Find Out, please drop them on the comment list and Facebook or on YouTube, either or. And we'll see y'all next week.
Have a good evening.